Got it. All right, let's take a look at this list. Woo! All right, so this is by Ice 9. I forget this nickname that they gave it, but basically it's lands in play don't matter or something like that. This list decides to destroy everything. It's pronounced. You pronounced it right? Nice. I try. My phone dinged and said go to Fluffy. Nice, Resolute. Good to hear. Good to hear, my friend. Welcome. Red, white, lockout is what we're going to call this for the night so that I can actually reference it. Thank you for the follow there. So, what are we trying to do? Well, it's not exactly a prison list, but it's kind of a prison list. It's more of a locking kind of list. Prison restricts things to do. This one actually tries to make it so you can't physically do anything. And how does that happen? Well, because you're in red-white, it's leaning heavily on ghostly prisons for those creature matchups. You'll notice there's literally no removal. We'll see how that works for us. We have Stone Rain, Molten Rain, Pillage, Crack the Earth, Mana Tithe. We have Oust. We have Boom Bust. We are planning to just blow up everything my opponent does. That is every land they play. This is the plan here. We're going to probably blow up lands, and maybe these will work. We'll find out. We have Boil in here. We have Suppression Fields extras. Rest in peace for those graveyards. Trinisphere. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be insane. So we're gonna go ahead and start the night with this. We'll see if we have a round 2 later. But let's get going. Let's go. I see you, Drake. I see you, dude. Might be the first time it's 5-0'd? Probably. Are we going to 5-0 with it? Probably not. Do we want to... Wow, look at all these preliminaries. Let's go. This looks real gross. This looks like it may not do a whole lot, but we're going to enjoy making our opponents' lives miserable tonight. Although it's Wednesday, they'll be reminded you have 2 more days until the weekend. This will be their punishment for playing halfway through the week. Also, there's some weird Jeskai stuff floating around. Not saying this targets it very well, but it's not bad. It's not bad against it. This hand looks fantastic. And bad all at the same time. I love it. We're going to keep it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's shrink you guys down a little bit. All right. Wooded Foothills to beat. Oh. All right. I'm going to leave this Mana Tithe open. We could crack the Earth if we wanted to. Maybe I'll play the Chromatic Star into Crack the Earth. Is that the play? What on earth? No, we're cracking the Earth, Zach. Zach Faden, we're cracking the Earth. Yeah, they're not going to see the Tithe coming. They're not going to see the star crack the Earth. This is perfect. It's a perfect starting hand. Oh, they're dead. They're pretty much dead. All right, how do we do this? I could Chromatic Star crack. I think it's just Chromatic Star crack. Let's do it. You like holding up Tithe? Well, they're not going to have another land here in a second. Boom. I don't cash this in. You cash that in. Oh, there goes their Wooded Foothills. We draw a card. Look at the absolute value we're generating here. What's up, Peter? Oh, and it's just a Valakut. Let's blow that up next. I think I'm ready to blow that one up. Let's blast it. Let's Molten Rain it. Red. Yeah, let's just blow up Tulare West. That thing's scary. Boom, destroyed. I don't need Mana Tithe open. We'll never need to play that. Ooh. Awkward. Amulet of Vigor. Awkward. Bouncy Land. Awkward. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, we can Stone Rain them next. It's going to be good. Untapped. Do they have a play? They don't. That's great for us. Let's blow up the land. And we have now Mana Tithe open. Go ahead, opponent. Alright, I need something to attack them with. I need to be able to hit them for something here. We'll dig a little bit with Chromatic Stars. Alright. Let's do some digging here. Let's make red mana here. Let's play another one of these. Let's play this land. Let's make some more red. Let's play this out. Let's crack the world. I draw a card. Oh. And we have Mana Tithe open just in case. I just need to put this one. We need to just put game 1 up. That's it. That's all we gotta do. Oh, perfect. We gotta win. All right, let's start smashing their face in. Let's go. Let's go. We got it. No, what are you doing, opponent? Once upon a time. Do I Mana Tithe this? I don't Mana Tithe this, do you? No, do it. I'm just gonna wait. We'll let them play a Primeval Titan. They won't be able to do it. That makes total sense, Drake, that this has some issues going later. It gets them a land? That's fine. Look at this forest. They're gonna play that and play Azusa and then cry themselves. Cry all the way back to the bank. Land played. Here we go. Dryad. Nailed ya. Get out of here, Dryad. You thought you were going to win the game. Ha! Ha! Alright. Let's go ahead and crack one of these. Pillage. Pillage. That does things. I suppose I'll do that. Boom, blow up Breeding Pool. Swing for 4, pass turn. Leave up Mana Tithe. Alright. Nothing feels as good as Mana Tithe counter. I am agreeing with that. I can't tell you how many times we've been blown out by Mana Tithe, because you just don't ever expect it. How many lands have we killed? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a few. Just a few. Bouncy land. Bouncy land bounces. All right. Let's crack this again. Let's see what we draw. Oh. Oh. None of this is good. All right. We'll put down the suppression field here. And then we'll hit him. Can we close the door on our opponent? They have bouncy land. It's true. It's true. We could just side in 4 bolts. Just blast our opponent. Oh. Okay. Summoner's Pact. Okay. You can't currently pay for it. This will be interesting. I'm down with this, opponent. You're dying in 2 turns. Curious what they could go get. Azusa. Okay. Plays land, plays Azusa. Too bad it's not another Mana Tithe. They probably have a ton of lands in hand. They might. They might. Should we begin to panic? There's a land. There's a land. Bouncy land. Sends the Valakut back up into the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still attack for 4, and then I have Ghostly. We'll attack for 4. This Rekindling Phoenix is great to see. I'm curious how they beat us here. Do I just play this out? They gotta pay 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they have 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I just Ghostly here? I don't see a problem with playing the other Phoenix, but I am at 12. Maybe I just do the Ghostly Prison. It gives them a little more information for game 2, but this way they don't randomly get some Titan here. Alright, they paid 4. They got this. Okay. And they're at 4, and this thing's kind of hard to kill. Did we do it? Game 1, match 1, did we win? They could Titan, that's true. That's why we play the Ghostly, just to protect from a Titan. Oh, Mana Tithe. We got it. Match 1, game 1. Excellent. Alright. Now we have to decide... No, we don't. It's boil all the way. We're going to boil them. We're going to let that Dryad... you got under a Mana Tithe boil. What's our record? Our record is flawless right now. Match 1, game 1 in the books. Alright, so how do we want to treat this matchup? I'm looking at the sideboard options. Rest in Peace and the Caverns. Well, the Caverns could probably come in just to be a little faster than our opponent. Possibly. Suppression Field probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense. We did see a fetch land, but they don't tend to run many fetch lands. They don't do a lot of activated abilities either, so Suppression Field's probably out. Blowing up all their lands seems still good. Mana Tithe is going to be probably okay. I could see Oust being okay. I think it's Boil. I think it's a Gemstone Caverns. Trinisphere is kind of interesting. Ghostly's kind of interesting. Usually they have enough for the Ghostlies. I think I want the Oust just in case they get a Primeval Titan, then I can tuck it. It's not very good, though. Maybe this Oust doesn't make sense. I think you are pre-boarded mostly. This deck seems to beat up on the Titan. I would agree. These out and probably just these in. I think we're, for the most part, pretty boarded. I could see, like, an extra Ghostly Prison here, maybe. But at the same time, I don't. I actually see more like a Trinisphere. But even so, it's just not, like... It's not very good. We'll bring the Boils in for the Dryad, and we'll bring 1 Gemstone Caverns in. Adding to our mana count just slightly here. I don't think the Oust gets us out of anything by them getting it at 1 or 2 turns later. Yeah, this hand looks great. We're going to keep this. We got this Boil. We're going to boil them. Boil will be potentially hilarious. And if we actually boil with this list, we'll have achieved our red prison desires from about a week and a half ago, where we attempted to boil our opponents with Boil from the sideboard. I had 4 of them. We won't talk about that league. It was okay. All right, opponent. What do you have on turn 1? Once Upon a Time. What would be slightly better is instead of the Stone Rain, it would be a Pillage. That way it could knock off the one problem card. All right. Let's just play Inspiring and pass the turn. I'm not going to crack just yet in case we draw that sweet, sweet Flagstone, sweet, sweet Chromatic Star. Alright, we draw neither. I'm gonna go ahead and pass the turn. I really need to hit 3 here, and 4 ideally. I don't want to be cracking the earth without a second land. If I had like another land, or a third land, if I had another land, I'd maybe fire this off. As of right now, though, nope. I'm gonna just hope it's not Land Azusa and go to infinity and beyond here. Maybe it will be Dryad. It's nothing. They fear us. They fear Mana Tithe. Land, please. They even brought in an extra land. Whoa, 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 whoa. Beast Within. Oh, let me draw step. I sort of want to crack the earth here. Just crack the earth and take it back to them here. I don't need this beast to win. We're not dead. I'm gonna set them back a land. They set me back a land. This is fair magic. Molten Rains all around. Alright, we cracked. Unfortunately for us, we don't have Mana Tithe open. They're gonna attempt to hit a land here. Like I said, we brought in an extra land, so that's good for us. We're a little ways away from these 4-drops, but a lot of red-white lands. Primeval Titan found. Bouncy land. Bouncy land goes back with the castle. Alright, well, we hit a mana tithing land. That's excellent for us. We're gonna nail something. I just feel it. I feel good about this. Uh-oh, breeding pool. Shock? No shock? Shock, shock, no shock? Shock. Yes, opponent. That was a good shock. What do we got? They're contemplating. Maybe I have double Mana Tithe. Uncastable. They have decided to shock and do nothing here. Interesting. Boom Bust is a funny land. What if I just Boom Bust this land? And I don't get to Stone Rain, Molten Rain for forever. But if I Boom Bust this one, the Boil is online big time. Takes them off 2 lands, takes me down 1. Does not leave Mana Tithe open. I'm gonna pass. I like the idea of doing Boom Bust, but I think it's too greedy here. We're gonna get rid of a Stone Rain. Depending on different cards I could draw, the Boom Bust could be very valuable for us. If they play that castle back down and they try to Primeval Titan, the Mana Tithe is looking good here. We'll see if that's what they want to do here. Got him. Turn 6 Mana Tithe. Ah! Alright, Pack needs some blue here. I need a Boil. That's not gonna happen. Alright, so they had a Pact of Negation, so that's what they had. Interesting. Interesting. How many lands does this list play? How many lands? Bottom list for any of those that are interested. This has 22 lands, and I brought in a land, so 23 lands. 23 lands, and we lost one of them. 3 out of the 23, so we have 20 left. It's a little below average on turn 6. They got to be careful with which bounce lands they go get. Bouncing things back to their hand could be lethal. This is also not attacking this turn. I would just get like Teleria West Radiant Fountain past turn. That's what I would do. They need to not think about this too much. We're in a terrible position. They're in a great position. Don't try to bounce one of these. You'll die. Simic Growth Chamber and Teleria West. That works too. Bounce to Teleria West. Bounce is a breeding pool. Alright, we'll play a Chromatic Star. We'll go ahead and sacrifice this. Just a draw. Trying to hit our land drop. Alright, we did. I think we're pretty dead, though. Mattingly 2323. It is the bottom one. The other ones are some of the other lists that we've played that some people come in to check out. J-Turn, how's it going? We got decimated when playing Mill last night. It was awful. Or the night before. We're trying to recover. Alright, hits me for 6, goes and gets some more lands here. I'm pretty close to scooping it up here. Pretty close. Being on the play will be a lot better against our lovely opponent. Did find the fetch land again, by the way. Field and Gruel Turf. Bounces field. Hits for 6. Pass turn. We have a Crack the Earth. So I could blow up a land. What does that do for me? Not lots. Hits for 6. Alright, let's go ahead and concede and go to game number 3. I don't believe we're getting past our opponent's stuff here. Needed some of those lands at the beginning. Wondering if these Trinispheres would be better than maybe this gemstone. Where'd my gemstone go? There it is. Let's take a gemstone out. Trinisphere in. Do we like this Trinisphere? No, we like... I don't know what I like here. I put the Oust back in for right now, but I kind of like the Ghostly Prison as well. It kind of slows them down. Yeah, Bolt like hits Azusa, which is kind of interesting. It's not the greatest. I think we'll just switch for a Bolt for now. I think being on the play is going to really matter. And the fact that they did a Beast Within was interesting to me. Alright, would I like to play first? Yes. Oh, no. If I hit my land, we're probably in good shape. I'm going to keep this. I have plenty of lands. I should hit my 3rd land in plenty of time. It should not be a problem. Alright, there's that Once Upon a Time again. Hits their basic forest. Plays their basic forest. Plays Amulet. Pillage is looking good for the Amulet. Plays Snaky. Alright, well. We have a option. I guess I just bolt that and pass turn. Now I look like I have Mana Tithe open. Opponent's gonna freak out. Amulet. I would love to pillage that. Plays Bouncy Land. Returns Force to hand, I presume. Come on, land. Come on. Land. We'll pass turn. Apparently we need to have 3 lands in hand. This is going to be really bad if this is land Azusa. We needed the land, and if we would have hit the land, I would have pillaged the Amulet pretty much with no contest. Plays a land. Plays another Amulet. Okay. That could be a lot of mana. 3 is looking like the magic number. They're holding off because of Mana Tithe. Land. Yes, alright. The question is, what do we want to do here? A lot of their upcoming turns can be relatively busted. I've got to obviously destroy something. It's just whether I want to destroy the Simic Growth Chamber or if I want to destroy one of these amulets. I could destroy one of the amulets, hoping to top deck a land and boil if they were to play the Dryad. They haven't attempted to play the Dryad. They've decided to set up this. If I do that... If they play a land, they're double downing on these amulets here. Maybe I'll just nail the chamber here with a Stone Rain. Wait on these. Or even I could just do a Molten Rain. I'm afraid of these amulets, though. These amulets give them 5 mana next turn. Oh, they have something here. We can bottom that. Alright, Aether Gust. Well then, this turn's gonna be difficult. Our opponent is ready for red and green. Alright, so they have 7 mana here. We'll just F6. So there's 6 mana. Titan mana. They just cast the Titan. Plays a Zeus. Uh-oh. This is going to get real busted here in a second. Bouncy land. Makes more mana. Alright, alright. Got a lot of mana now. They didn't float the red, but they're probably gonna get Valgut and Hanawar waste. Hanawar, Hasty Land. The Hasty Land. How's everyone doing, by the way? We've got some newer faces here. Appreciate you all checking in with us. Apparently, they just want to go at generating 1,000 mana here. Maybe they'll play Walking Ballista, because that's a card they totally would play. Just play Dryad, then Titan. Dryad, Summoner Pack, Titan, play Titan, swing, land off the top, boil them. Ooh. Summoner's Pact. Summoner's Pact. Gambler, what's up? How you doing? Primeval Titan. Plays Primeval Titan. Floating red. Should float red. Does so. Double lands here. Morning? Morning. Evening. What's up? Don't take naps. How are you fine folks here? How you doing? We're getting smashed by Primeval Titans, even though we have a decent deck against them. We just couldn't hit our third land. We're learning that our third land is extremely important. But Game 1, Match 1 made up for the entire league, so I'm pretty happy. Who's my favorite Ninja Turtle? Michelangelo, I think. No. Yes. Donatello's pretty cool, too. But I think Michelangelo. Because if I got that right, you know why. Donatello's probably a close second, though. Raphael, no. Did I get that right? Donatello's the purple one. Michelangelo's the orange one, right? Oh, boy. Swings in. Maybe they'll accidentally not have all the green they need, and I'll Stone Range. I see red, I see white, I don't see much Lockout. We did that Game 1. Need some Simian Spirit Guides or less 3-drops. Possibly. This list did 5-0, though. We almost need, like, a path, but then the path goes counterintuitive to what you're doing, so... But in this matchup, maybe specifically. Alright, this has haste. They're gonna play the Dryad. Oh, play the Dryad. Play the Dryad. Although I think if they play the Dryad, I'm dead. Yeah, you don't like the sword one? The blue one? The blue sword? I bet Evan likes the blue sword. By the way, Evan got to partner, folks. He's not streaming tonight, but be sure you're following him as well. Beast Within Me. Wow. Brutal. Attacks for 6. Wow, look at this. This is just ridiculous. Somehow bounce one of these. Get, I don't know. Alright, they got another basic forest. They got a Teleria West here, so they've got plenty of mana to go around here. We're taking 6. Floating green for something here. Dismembers the beast. They give me a beast, they dismember the beast. Oh my. So I could oust and wait. They're gonna get to replay this. But I guess that's okay. It gives me something to do here. Maybe they'll accidentally pact it. Anyway. Alright, so ousted. I've got a turn to do something here. They gotta pay for this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they have 4 mana left over. Okay. Paid for. Nice. Play a Dryad here. Just do it. Just do it. And then running lands. That's not a Dryad. It's a bouncy land. They're going to bounce this to Teleria West. Do I play paper? Occasionally I do. Why do you ask? We went to a GP reasonably recent. 4 mana here. Plays bouncy land. They're gonna generate some more mana. It's a lot of mana. Okay. Now what? Floats mana with Teleria West. Uses Teleria West to go get Summoner's Pact. Summoner's Pact to grab the Titan that is off the top of their library. You wanted to ask about the secret layers? What about the secret layers? By the way, guys, I think we're pretty dead here. What do you want to ask about the secret layers? Oh. I don't open them. I just give secret layers away. I just give them away. Oh yeah, I've already put in my vote for non-foils lots of times. Yeah, in many ways you can't because they curl too much. You can attempt to make it by putting a hard inner sleeve in. By doing that, you might be able to get it to work. I think I'm done here. Opponent's just gonna attack, keep doing stuff. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt they can do this in 5 minutes. We'll move to our next match. But that first game was whew. By the way, we weren't drawing lands. We need to draw lands. Clearly, as a land destruction deck, We need to draw our lands. We've got to get to that third land. We're going to keep that in mind for these next match games. Let's do it. Yeah, I treat Secret Layers strictly as a collectible. They're a great giveaway. We have plenty to give away. Keep your eyes out for those coming up. We got to do our Twitch one at some point, and then we'll get our YouTube one almost there. We're almost there with the YouTube. We need about 40-ish more folks to go subscribe on YouTube to get us there. So I'm going to try that. But yeah, because of the curling, it does look like marked card and noticeable. I have a feeling they don't think about that too much because they think of them more as a collectible than playing with some of these. Let's play first. All right, this looks great. Let's keep. We have our 4 lands, a lot more than we did last time, and we have the Mana Tithe. Gonna get things going. And we're on the play. This looks fantastic. Opponent's mulligan to 6. They don't know that they're about to get wrecked. Sunbaked Canyon and pass the turn. Let's look like burn for a moment. Appreciate it, Basic Land Shark. Appreciate it. Mishra's Bobble. Could have Mana Tithed that. That would have been hilarious. Mishra's Bobble. You know what's cool? Suppression Field gets Mishra's Bobble if they don't do that immediately. Looks like Grix's Death Shadow. The pack art ones from the Secret Lair look like Pringles. Oh no. Got him. Got him. Get out of here, Jeskai deck. Oh, just let it hit. Oh, just let it hit. Don't pop those. Oh, darn. All right, I guess you can draw some cards. That's what this is, and that's the Jeskai list. Shanks. Oh, they let it slide because they need artifacts in play for Emery to do Emery things. This is not a bad card against the Emery deck. By the way, Crack the Earth looks real bad right now. Crack the Earth blows up just blows up a bobble. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and like pass. And then in the future, after they crack this bobble right here, we're going to crack the Earth to blow up the land that they forget to do. You've played 2 Leagues of Modern over the past 2 days, and I ran to this deck 8 out of 10 matches. We're here to beat this match. We're here to beat it. Meta decks, that's what we play. By the way, Eidolon's great. Punisher Prison will begin becoming more and more important if this deck becomes popular, by the way, for those Red Prison folks needing to know Prison or not. Anyway. Cycles for 2. Nice. All right, so Crack the Earth's looking a little bit better. Rekindling Phoenix isn't bad to get down here either. Suppression Fields keeping the Polluted Delta in check. Looking okay. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, let's go ahead and crack the Earth here. I know I could put the Rekindling Phoenix down, but I want to kind of take care of their lands here. And because we're taking care of a land, Suppression Field keeps them off this. So, cash in that, keep that off. Suppression Field goes to the dark side. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Mana Tithe. Let's go ahead and play a creature down. Maybe get some stuff in here. Taking ourselves off Mana Tithe briefly. Okay. I hope this doesn't hurt us too much here. I think we'll be fine. They are starting to get plenty of mana to cover Mana Tithe. It looks like it would have worked just fine. It's okay, though. Alright, let's go ahead and hit for 4 pass turn. Activated abilities, by the way. Costs so much money. So much monies. Gotta pay the taxes. Alright, Flooded Strand. Well, that's a little expensive. Now we're just beaten down while they're fumbling around trying to get past Suppression Field. We're definitely going to bring in our 2 Suppression Fields, 2 Rest in Peace. Trinispheres are going to come in as well, and potentially Boils. We got quite a bit for this opponent. Grinding Station. Alright. Let that roll. Let that roll. Activating that's kind of funny. Sword of the Meek. Could nail this. What do I want to do with this? Do I want to nail this? Do I care? Mana Tithe isn't getting any better. It's another one for these two. They're going to tap both of these or whatever to pay for this. It's really not getting any better. This is fine. Untaps this. I didn't know Suppression Field had phasing. I know it went to the dark side. Hits for 3? Should hit for 4, but that's fine. Alright, we're going to hit them for 8. Yeah, we're just going to smack them for 8 here. Smack them for this amount of damage past turn. They've got 2 cards in hand. They can't crack the Flooded Strand. Yes, they have a lot of mana. This puts them to 4. If they have the ability to bounce one of these, fine. Alright, they can sack that. Cool. Land. Go ahead. I think we're good here. They're at 3. This is going to keep them kind of at bay. This card's really sweet, by the way. If you don't have these, it's worth a pickup. Use the link. Go grab them from the deck list. Hey, Isaac. It's going. How are you? We're trying to lock people out, doing rude things to our opponent. By the way, this time we hit 5 lands, no problem, by turn 7. We had 2 last time, turn 6. Alright, they breach. They can cast Baubles if they would like. That's fine. This is fine so far. This isn't infinite, pretty sure. Emery, alright, yeah, that's fine. This is fine so far. Pays 2 mana. Pays 3 mana. Doesn't pay 3 mana. Pays 3. Pays 4. What are they paying for? Okay, they activate Grinding Station. Mills themselves. Emery Mills. Okay. Looking good so far. Cast Bauble. They can cast 2 Baubles here to gain 2 mana with Urza. That would untap this. When they untap this, they can float some mana. They gotta work real hard here. It doesn't quite turn it off. Makes it 7 mana to spin the wheel. Doesn't stop mana abilities. Plays Emery. They gotta hit a lot of 0s here to get a lot of mana with Urza to do things with Grinding Station. They hit an Astrolabe. It's okay. Mana neutral. Yeah, so like you pay 5 and then to activate the ability you pay another 2. Alright, what are we playing here? They're gonna hit everything? No, they're not gonna hit everything. Okay, Grinding Station untaps and they draw a land. They're gonna float mana here. It should make it very hard to. Plays the Bauble from the yard here. So now they have 2 mana. If they hit another bobble, then we're in trouble. Because then they can always have grinding station pay for itself. It just makes it a really slow combo. But as of right now, they don't have the combo yet. They only have 2 bobbles here. Plays Emery from the yard again. Milling over. Alright, now they hit some Memnites. So now they're good. We'll see if they know how to do this. And if they show me it 2 or 3 times, then we'll concede. I need them to show me that they understand this combo here. They get the sword back too. That's pretty nifty. So playing a few Emerys here got them there. Let them run out the clock? That's rude. That's rude. Why would we do that? We could take a vote, but then we're gonna upload this to YouTube later, and YouTube folks are gonna sit here for like 8 minutes and twiddle their thumbs, and I'll put an ad break in or something ridiculous like that. That's rude. They're floating 5 mana right now. Let's see what they want to do with this. I mean, maybe they tried to do something with Urza. I don't know. They're crazy. I don't even know if this is, like, complete yet at the moment. I don't know. I'd have to think about this, actually, for a little bit, because they play Memnite, they get this sword back, this untaps, they float mana, they can float 2 with it and then replay this. Grinding, kill this. Doesn't kill the sword, though, right? How did they grind me out? I don't know. Video editing makes time fly? Yeah, you're assuming I get the opportunity to edit all this stuff. Like, how are they killing me? They're grinding themselves out here. They have 5 mana floating. Gets sword, grinds themselves out again. Okay. They have an EE currently, and they have an Astrolabe here. So you can play Astrolabe, draw a card. In some ways, I don't know if they've got the combo just yet. It's probably not deterministic. We probably have to let it go. They're going to kill me with Oracle? Oh, that's true. They could now. Now they could. This deck has a lot of weird ways to win, doesn't it? It's deterministic from here. They have enough mana to do everything. I didn't know they had enough mana yet. Oh, now they got a Mox Samber and a Memnite there. It's probably close to deterministic. They win with the Oracle, yes, but they've got to have enough with the suppression field here in these. But they've got these 2 as well. So they have 1, 2. They play something and get 2 things back. 3, 4, 5, 6. Sacrifice the creature. 6. Go down to 4. Mill. Play Mox Amber. Untap, untap. Go back up to 6. No, go up to 5. Sacrifice. Sword. Yeah, I think it is deterministic from here. He could be netting 3 cards in graveyard if he sacks sword in response to the trigger, then sacks Memnite. They need second grinding station to kill me? No. They're going to kill me with Thassa. They're going after their own. I don't know. What game is this, guys? I've lost track. I'm pretty sure it's game 1. I think it's game 1. Yeah, Uncle DB's agreeing with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 devotion. The only reason to maybe continue having this go here, Memnite and Bobble here, is to see if they actually have the 2 blue mana at the very end. Yeah, they're going to go after their own win. Why don't we have a record count for your games? Because MTG bot doesn't work most of the time. I'd be curious. What if they mill over something they can't cast, or they have to cast and then they can't cast Thassas? Ooh, possibilities are here. So they put Memnite back. They get to play Memnite, but now they're losing mana. They're almost not there. It's not deterministic, it looks like. Plays Emery to mill more. Oh, okay, maybe it is. I don't know. Look, all of this is expensive. They have 2 Memnite, a Memnite and engineered explosives here. Do they have enough mana? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think they do, actually. We might get game 1. Plays this. This gives them a mana. This untaps. Okay. Maybe they have just enough. Tap this for mana. Plays this. Taps this for mana. 4. Grinding Station activation. Dasa. Ooh, they have just enough. Do I have Stony Silence? No, I have Rest in Peace. They're rethinking this. They're like, wait, do I have enough here? Question marks? Man, imagine if we had 1 floating here and didn't go for this. Oh, I think it would matter here at this point. It could really matter if I would have had Mana Tithe open here. Why is Storm Breath huge? Go away, Storm Breath. Okay, hold on. All right. So they conceded. They do this, right? Memnite here. This puts how many? How many does Grinding Station? It's blocked. So they float mana here. That puts them to 3. Then they play Engineered Explosives for 0. And you can tap Engineer for 4. And then Grinding Station's untapped. And this puts like 3, right? Oh, they need 1 more card in the yard to cast Oracle? Ah, they do. Well then. Yeah, cool. That happened. All right, Trinispheres are in. Boils are maybes. Rest in Peace are yes. Suppression Field, yes. Boils maybe. Ghostly Prisons are no. Nice. Mana Tide's okay. Oust isn't very good here. Doesn't really do a whole lot for us. I have so much. We took it. We did it. They didn't have enough mana and didn't have enough cards to escape with. Ha ha ha. We did it. Although I don't think normally gonna do it there. The one thing to keep the Ghostly Prison for is in case they decide to do Urza and try to blow us out like that. But we're not gonna worry about that. Let's take some of these boom busts out. Let's just take them all out and bring just 2 boils in. Bring these in. Trinisphere, Suppression, Rest, Boil. Maybe? Yeah. I don't know. Leave the Mana Tithe. We'll leave the Mana Tithe open. I'm going to do this. I know I'm not having any of the Ghostly Prisons, so if they do the beatdowns here, we're going to in a little bit of trouble. But I think if I can pillage away one of those big golems, we'll be fine. We'll keep this hand. We've got 4 lands again. That seems to be a nice magical number here. We have the Mana Tithe as well. No Suppression Field, but we got 2 sets of Molten Rain Stone Rains. Maybe we can set them back long enough. We'll see if it matters. Ghostly Prison would be good if they have Sai as an alternate. We'll see if they do. We'll just have to find out together. We took game 1, though, and they burned a whole ton of clock. The problem with this deck across from us is that you can't do what we just did in hotness. You can't do that in paper. You'd have to concede to go to the next game. Well, I say that. You don't have to. Get out of here. Goblin Engineer taken down. Goodbye. We'll set ourselves up with a Suppression Field next. And then it looks like we'll be pillaging. Now I just need a win condition. Astrolabe. I don't know what I'm supposed to blow up here. Mox Amber. Emery, probably. Sword of the Meek. Alright. Oh. Let's shock this in. Let's go ahead and Bone Rain. Come on, Boyle. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe. Oh, yes. Go get that island. Oh, go get the island. Why didn't you go get the island? I'm gonna wait. Because I'm gonna boil them when they go get this island right here. Right here. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Perfect. Goodbye, lands. Goodbye. Now, Rekindling Phoenix can be played. There we go. Patience. Got there. Boom. Bye-bye, lands. Nice. All right. That felt good. Woo! That's what we wanted to do. Boil, baby. All right. Let's go to match number 3. Why is boil an instant? Good question. There's also another boil that's not instant speed. All right, this one's fun. We have a flagstone and the crack. Crack the earth. This will be fun. Let's do it. All right, let's see what our opponent's up to. Let's just play basic go. We're about to wreck our opponent's face. Oh, breeding pool. Not scared of that. Misty. A little bit scared of that one. Flagstone. Crack the earth. Cracks a Misty here. Counter. Remand. Ice Fang. Nice. I like it. Why don't your lands get destroyed?
Finally got to see a lockout.
Yeah, we did. Locking them out. Growth Spiral. Alright, we're against the deck that ramps. We're against the deck that ramps, but we're gonna make them pay for all this ramping they're doing. We're gonna try to, at least. Alright, let's go ahead and Molten Rain a Breeding Pool here and pass the turn. We're in game 1 against this opponent, so it doesn't make sense to try to keep them on just islands here. There's Euro. Master Euro. Did they hit a land? Doesn't appear so. I guess I'll just have to continue to take care of you, my fine opponent. No islands, just devour them all. Here we go, we're gonna devour them all. That island is in my sights. It's my next target. Oh, all right, they've got blue mana still. Ooh, this one's better. Let's grab that one instead. Makes green. Oh no! No, it's the worst. No, how am I supposed to beat this? Let's go ahead and look for something here. Ren and 6 is literally the worst for us. Ah. Maybe we'll top deck Storm Breath and just smash their face in now. Dang it. All right. Let's go ahead and boom, targeting Sunbake this, holding priority. In response to the priority, we'll draw our own card. I want to keep this flagstone around. I just want to draw here. Oh my gosh, you have a counter. Oh, they have a counter. They countered it. Ripping our dragon would be great. Return a land. Oh, this just feels like the worst matchup. They can get Euro back because of the Astrolabe. Blue, blue, green, green. They have a land in hand. Gains life, draws card, puts land into play, right? That's what it does, right? Puts all those things. Does all those things. Boyle's going to be okay here. Run 6 is hurting my soul. Let's just oust this. I guess I'll play Ghostly and pass turn. Oh, well-timed bolt would be about it. Suppression field's not bad either. Suppression field's not bad. We can keep bouncing Euro for forever. They won't have any graveyard here. Oh no. Field of the Dead. It's awful. Opponent moves to discard. Just discards Euro probably. Oh, Magnetic Sinkhole. Okay. Nice. It's Molten Raid the Field of the Dead. They can pick up Field of the Dead. We're putting in a fight here, but I think it's a losing battle. This card is definitely an Achilles heel for the list. It's not happening. This one's the anti-Molten Rain. Cryptic Commands. Counter. Return. I'll just replay it. It does leave Mana Tithe offline, but they've also got a million spells here. Opponent bolts us. Ren 6 might go ahead and do its emblem here. Yeah, so we're going to do rips. Rips are definitely going to come in. Rips don't stop the Field of the Dead, but all my Molten Rains do. So, Mystic Sanctuary. Field of the Dead trigger. Mystic Sanctuary picks up Cryptic Command. Could cast Euro here, pick up that Cryptic Command. They now have Cryptic Command. Euro's going to go to the yard. I have a Mana Tithe for this. They have a land. Cryptic in hand. Activates Ren 6 to pick up a land. I think we're good. I think we can concede now. I think we're dead. Plays a land. Gets a zombie. Alright. I'm going to concede because they have a Cryptic Command. They can pick up the fetch land. They can go get the Mystic Sanctuary. They can do all kinds of things. And we don't really have much because we're just going to be blowing up lands for the rest of this game. So, let's move to sideboard. Sideboard-wise, Rest in Peace, Suppression, Fields, and Boils feel like things that interest me the most. Ghostly Prison, maybe. Ghostly Prison, maybe. I don't know if Mana Tithe actually makes sense in this matchup. They have so much ramp. We're going to have to counter that by blowing up the lands or interacting in ways that slows my opponent rather than trying to just snag a counter. Countering Euro also just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I can probably get rid of one Boom Bust here as well because we don't necessarily want to lose ours. And possibly like just one Pillage here. Just go down just a little bit on the land destruction because we're bringing in two very powerful land destruction spells. So, bring those in. Do I want to change anything else? I don't think so. What's up, Zarukai? Haha! You've missed some good games already. It's been a good league. Yeah, I agree with that. The Tithe is only going to catch a turn 2 Ren 6. Well, that's about it. Alright, let's play first. Storm Breath is okay. Got some Stone Rains here. Oh, this hand's okay. It'll probably go up on YouTube because why not? Alright, we'll use Chromatic Star to cycle us. We're going to just Stone Rain, Molten Rain, and hopefully land the Storm Breath to start dealing with my opponent here. Snow covered. They've got their own Astrolabe. We have our star. It's like the same thing, basically. Alright, let's go ahead and crack this. Just draw. That's a nice card. Let's go ahead and put that into play. Pass turn. It does slow down a Renin 6 here, which is nice. Not bad. I'll take it. Got some more land destruction to deal with my opponent here. Let's go ahead and let's attempt to nail one of these. We're going to do the Stone Rain here. This looks like a counter spell. Oh, just a Growth Spiral. Okay. We're also trying not to crack any of our stuff here. If we can avoid doing that, we have a good chance of getting the Storm Breath on time. And if we can get that on time, I think that's a good way for us to blow up our opponent's stuff. Also, this crack doesn't do a whole lot. They have the Astrolabe. Hi, YouTube people. YouTube. YouTube. Land here. Nice. Alright. Let's go ahead and attempt to Molten Rain the Steam Vents. What's interesting here is I could actually crack the Earth. If I did that, I could just get rid of one of my own lands here, and then they'd have just like the Astrolabe would have to be blown up, and they'd be off colors kind of, because they only have blue right now. They decided that was what they wanted. So do I want to take them off this Astrolabe, or do I want to try to hit the Storm Breath on time? Because I can leave the Suppression field around. Slows them down a little bit. I could also just get rid of the Suppression field. It might not be useful anymore. They do have quite a few fetch lands. Maybe I crack the Earth, just deal with the Suppression field. Hope they take the Astrolabe because they're like running out here. And then we'll just hope to top deck a land. You know what? Let's just go this line. I'm gonna lose my Suppression field. We're gonna top deck that land. It's gonna be good. Opponent Thought Scours. Goes over 2 Cryptics. That's really good for them. And they do sack their Astrolabe. They probably have another one. That's fine. We're gonna try to top deck the land and go for Storm Breath here. All right. Question is, do they have a counter here? If they do, they're in good shape. If they don't, we're in good shape. There we go. 4 damage. Storm Breath, let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Need 2 lands to Monstrous. That's a little ways away. Now any of our top deck destruction spells look really good. Oh, well, they did, but now my opponent's got a lot of mana. Growth Spirals, find Scalding Tarn, crack Scalding Tarn. They're at 8. Breeding Pool, where's our Boil? Shocks it in, Growth Spirals. Whoa. Pump the brakes, opponent. You're doing too much. Hold it. Luckily, there's 2 Cryptics in the yard. They didn't decide to fetch and get their land that pops things back into their hand. Alright, land is okay here. Let's go ahead and attack. I'm gonna go ahead and just pass the turn here. I could crack these later. They had all this mana and didn't do anything with it. So they return and draw a card. Fine. Return and draw a card. They have 3 Cryptics in the bin here. If I just land the Storm Breath, we're in good shape. The Breeding Pool. Plays the Breeding Pool. Tapped. Appears to be passing it back to me. I'll play Flagstones. Storm Breath? They have to have a counter of some sorts here. Archmage Charm. Alright. It's pretty good. They're at 2, which means any Molten Rain is a potential lethal here. Let's see if we can get this last 2 points. I'm wishing I brought in some bolts at this point. Gets a Steam Vents, picks it up. Let's go ahead and crack one of these. Let's crack the other one. Play this down. They go to 1. Mystic Sanctuary picks up. Cryptic Command. Cryptic Command's picked up. It's not in hand currently. They'd have to Growth Spiral for it. Draws 2 cards with Archmage Charm. Goes to counter this, I presume. Counters and draws. We'll play our land. Keep the new one. This thins our deck just ever so slightly. A boil off the top would definitely be interesting because it would clear all but 1 land. It wouldn't end the game per se, but it would definitely set them back quite a bit. Steam Vents tapped, 6 cards in hand. It's a pillage. Doesn't really matter what I hit here. And just pass back. They can pick up this Mystic Sanctuary. Supposedly that was maybe not the right land to go after, but I don't think it really matters because they can do the fetch lands too. Let's see what they want to pick up here. I'm looking for the boil. I need a sequence of boil and something else. Crack the earth. We'll get rid of our flagstones here. They can do the Mystic Sanctuary again. We're loading them up with all kinds of stuff. I'm just going to see how this all plays out. The Wrenn and 6 definitely ruins us here. If we could find a Rest in Peace, it would be okay, but not great at this point. They would easily counter that. Alright, so they pitch the Wrenn and 6 here. Plays a new Wrenn and 6. At this point, I don't know if we can get around all of what they're doing. Plays land. Alright, so we have one of our creatures. What we need to do is probably hold cards for a little bit here. Maybe have them tap out. This might be the time that they tap out here. We'll oust them and Rekindling Phoenix. They are going to gain some life here, though. Whoa, they have bouncy land. Pretty sure he wins. Maybe. Depends. Picks up a land. If we got Rekindling Phoenix down right now, we could potentially... Oops. Could do some interesting things. There's Suppression. Let's try this. See if they want to counter this. They don't. I don't blame them. Like I said, if we could randomly boil them, we might have a shot here. Plays Scalding Tarn. Plays Growth Spiral. So they get to draw a whole bunch here. You let this resolve. You have to pay for it. Yeah, it looks like our opponent's got us, but again, one boil would not necessarily turn the tides anymore here. Euro is going to be cast here. Oust the Euro, Rekindling Phoenix, and try to go from there. Perhaps in game 2 we needed to dig a little bit more for our Rest in Peace to get that into play. Though Cryptic would easily just have bounced that at this point. Ren in 6, activation to draw a land. Kind of tapping out here a little bit. Like I said. Could do some really strange things to them if we top deck a Boil. There's a Rest in Peace. Let's do Rekindling into an Oust into attempted Rest in Peace. Let's see if I can get them to counter something here. Looks like they want to counter this. Counters with Archmage Charm. Let's attempt to Oust. They probably don't want this to happen necessarily. Maybe they'll Archmage Charm one more time and then I get the Rest in Peace down. Yes. And Rest in Peace. Alright, so I've got a Euro to beat here. Now, I only have one draw to do it, but we have a few draws, right? I think they have Cryptic in hand, don't they? They might have Cryptic in hand. Oh, they have Cryptic in hand, Uncle DB? But we finally got it into play. It's only on turn 13. Please? No. Let this happen. You win. Let this happen. We cast the bust side of Boom Bust, but it got countered. Alright. Euro takes us down. Onward we go. 2 more matches. Let's see if we can make it a positive league with this red-white locking land destruction deck. I could see with some more practice we'd know what we're doing, but we just ran straight into the league because we were mesmerized by this one. I like it. I like it. So what's everyone gonna do this coming weekend? Reminder. Monday, Wednesday next week. Shorter streams or maybe not streams because we'll have this guest room taken over. It's Euro. It's like the European Union. Alright, this hand does not look very good. This hand looks like one we could send back. We don't do anything till turn 5. Yeah, Zarukai, that's why in my Sun and Moon list I play Bridge. This hand doesn't look very good either. I could put Bath Storm Breath. I have 2 draws here. I have Mana Tithe. You don't want to keep this? I got a redraw. I've got a lot of chances. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep a 1-lander, what we never do on this stream anymore. Your call. I like it. My call. Flooded Strand. Boil looks great. Oh gosh, it's this list again. Alright. I'm just going to pass the turn because his Mana Tithe might need to be used here. It's this list again. We need our Rest in Peace. Maybe I don't show them anything. Oh wait, we showed them too much. Yeah, but we beat it. We beat this deck last time. Spoilers. Spoilers. See, we're playing the anti-deck. We're trying not to have our opponents do crazy things to us. No. Get out of here, grinding station. Denied. Ha. Got him. Opponent's mind just went. Look at me drawing like a champion. We'll just pass back. Hitting the 3rd land would be excellent here. Let's see what they have. The worst part of clicking the tithe, no. Exactly. It's like, no, I have to do that. Oh, look, they're playing around it now. All right, Emery's in blame. Could get real scary here in a moment. Cracks bobble. The scariest thing is I have no interaction for this whatsoever. All right, we're gonna crack Chromatic Star here. All right, we hit our land drop. That's good. It's good for us. Scalding Tarn. Ooh. Island. Mana Tithe. Well, I guess I Stone Rain something here and pass turn. Probably not going to get to Mana Tithe anything with 3 lands, but with 2 I could. But we're not there yet. I need another land here, and then I pillage whatever Emery brings back. And then we have Mana Tithe open. Emery, an artifact creature? She's the merfolk lady. She's not an artifact. You're thinking of a gargoyle. Emery brings back Bobble. I guess I have nothing. We just F6. We just hanging out, drink some water, hydrating. Flooded Strand. Plays an Astrolabe, it draws a card. Plays another Emery, mills some more. Bobble and Grinding Station to the yard. Bobble. Alright, so I have a choice here. I have a choice to go ahead and pillage a snow-covered island with the idea that if they Emery and try to do Grinding Station, I can then Mana Tithe it. I could also try to get a Rekindling Phoenix, but I have a feeling that doing anything that doesn't leave Mana Tithe open here is a bad idea. So let's go ahead and pillage a land and hope Mana Tithe is good enough this coming turn. And if it's not, oh well. Opponent floats mana. He might have Rebuke. That's fine. Them crazy Rebukers. Could counter it. The fear. The absolute fear. I already had this happen once. Not again. just. Oh, they had a land. Just flat out, no problems here. All right, they're gonna Grinding Station. There's not a whole lot I can do with this Mana Tithe. I need them to tap a little bit more here. I'm a little surprised they didn't just sacrifice to do a little bit of a mill and then untap. But I don't play this list, so, you know, I don't know what's up. I'd love to get Rekindling Phoenix down, but I think I need to be cautious here and leave Mana Tithe open one more turn. This is in case they have Urza, which I could then blast with the Mana Tithe. They mill a few, flooded Teferi and Galvanic Blast here. Underworld. Alright, things get interesting here with Underworld. They get interesting. Bobble. Grinding Station. This time, my opponent's got a better chance of destroying me here. But we're going to hold Mana Tithe for Thassa. We're going to get him. I feel it. Feel it in our bones. You watch. They better be careful. Do you think we'll get it? I don't think we will, because they can just recast Mox Amber a bunch and keep floating mana if they're smart about it. There you go. Maybe they'll cast something else. We have to play it out to the Mana Tithe here. There's a Rebuke. We are dead as long as they continue to float mana and don't cast anything else here using all the extra mana up. We'll see. There's Thassa's. Maybe they'll hit no. I don't want to pay for that. Mox Amber. That time they didn't float mana, by the way. Just saying. They didn't float mana that time. Opponent's getting sloppy. Getting sloppy. They floated it that time. They don't know. What if I had 2 Mana Tithes? They're telling me what the win is, but I still have something to interact with. They also told me with like 2 more iterations of this. We'll just do this. Shh. Just because 2 would require more mana. Besides, the other thing to doing this Mana Tithe here is going to be playing a mental game with my opponent next. Just got to keep them honest, guys. All this combo nonsense. Damping Sphere is looking pretty good, and Damping Matrix, by the way, for mono red. Look, they have 4. Just saying. It'd be really funny if I had a draw spell, like a white draw spell. Make them draw. That would be hilarious. All right, cool. Thassa's wins. All right, Trinispheres and Boils and Rest in Peace and Suppression Fields and we said what? Oust Out before. Ghostly Prison. We hedged on they wouldn't have Psy as an alternate win condition. I think I took a Boom Bust out or 2 of those because we're bringing 2 Boils in. I took 2 of something else out. I think it was just 2 Mana Tithes. Was it? No, Pillage is good. It was like a Stone Rain and then something else. Honestly, it might have just been another Boom Bust. Yeah, we can run this. Looking for Trinisphere, Suppression Field, Boils, and Rest in Peace. This looks like it's about right. This looks about right. Molten Rain's probably not going to matter too much. Could be just easier to cast a Stone Rain. Dang, this is reasonably good. Let's keep this. Reasonably good. I don't know if I get this Chromatic Star down. I think I just hold Mana Tithe open. We'll just hold Mana Tithe open, then I have Suppression Field after that. Makes their grinding station really difficult to work with. Alright. Snow-covered island. No action. Alright. I'll slam this, see if they have it. They have a counter or something. They do not. It gets really awkward with our own Chromatic Star, but don't need to worry about that. Astrolabe's played. Extra island. Alright. I think I just want to blow up a land here. I think we just want to blow up lands. That's the name of the game, and then play Storm Breath. Just do it. Plays an Emery. Totally fine with me. Totally fine. Let's go ahead and Stone Rain one of these. Pastor. Then we'll pillage again. Maybe have Mana Tithe open. Who knows? Scalding Tarn can't be used right now. Nice. Pillage. No lands for you. None for you. They will all disappear. Now I have Mana Tithe open. We're getting there. Look at these fetch lands. Hits for 1. Getting in there. Oh, yes. The hate. We'll play the star down. We're not cracking it for obvious reasons. Yes. All right, I need a land drop here for Storm Breath. Let's go. Keep this. In we go. We don't get to fetch because it didn't go to the graveyard because of Rest in Peace. A little bit of a non-bow there. Let's go. Let's get in. Damage. Got there. All right. 1 game 2. Gotta win game 3 here. They've seen what we're doing here. Kind of want some bolts since I'm on the play or draw. I almost want like a pair of bolts instead of like 1 Chromatic Star and 1 Crack the Earth. Like this might seem a little weird, but it kind of interacts with one of their most frustrating pieces for us. We don't want to overboard here on the bolts. I don't need a ton of them. Just a couple. On the draw. On the draw, on the play. Different mentalities, different cards matter. Could bring a gemstone in. Not going to do it, though. I don't know why I have that card, honestly. It's just there. It's just there to remind us about Red Prison. Alright, I think we can mulligan this. This doesn't do a whole lot. 1 land. Ooh. Alright. Alright. Talk to me, deck. What do you think about this? I'm gonna keep this. We're gonna keep this. We're gonna get rid of this Molten Rain. It's hard to cast. Don't want that in my life. This Trinisphere is gonna win victory for us. I believe in it. Astrolabe off the snow-covered island. Passes to us. Looking good. Play our Chromatic Star. We have this card again. We like this card. This card's bonkers. Double islands here. Ooh, Hope. The Hope is down. The Hope is down. Alright, Suppression Field. Do you have a counter? They do. They do. Alright, nice. Nicely played. That's fine. Suppression Field may not even be the best card here. This Trinisphere potentially could be the best card. We'll see. Hits for 1. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Especially since I have so many Stone Rains here. Land drop here would be like icing on the cake here. Come on, land drop. Oh, they shocked that in. Oh, I didn't like that. I don't like that. Well, let's crack the earth. It's not the worst. Crack the earth, we get to redraw here. Alright, they get rid of their hope. That's fine. Ooh, it's a good card. It's a good card if we can get the Trinosphere going. Alright, can they just combo kill me here? Who knows? They have the grinding station down there. What else you got? Plays the Astrolabe, draws a card. That was from the yard. You have another counter? Looks like they have another counter. Another Metallic Rebuke. Pass turn. Grinding Station Hope in the yard here. We're dead? We're dead. Everyone says we're dead. What if I Trinosphere them next turn and follow it with a Boil the following turn? Yeah, the lands have been a little bit of a hard thing here. What do they get? The grinding station here. It's been a little rough. Pays 2 to play grinding station. Kills an Astrolabe. Dump stuff in the yard. They've got rebuke still. Land. Why can't I get a land? Why is this so floodlands and not floodlands? What's going on here? Deck, can you explain yourself, please? No. Not interested. It's just rude. It's just rude. I'm turn 6 again. By the way, turn 7 we had 5 lands a previous match. Turn 6 we have 2 lands this match. 2 lands and a redraw. We're even farther down than the 7 one. Turn 7 one. I mean, at least give me a bolt, right? Give me a bolt. Alright, this hope is in play. And cast hope, that's fine. Maybe they'll use grinding station here. Chooses not to? Okay. Reverse flood. The reverse flood. Hey, we hit a land. Alright. What am I supposed to do here? They didn't do a whole lot on their turn. Do I just slam the Trinosphere here and hope? We've already gone through 2 Metallic Rebukes. They did nothing else their turn. We'll try for it. I feel like they've got some counter of sorts. Idle Clouds, thank you for the resub Prime. 3 months. Can't wait for this boil. I know. We'll hope we get it. This Trinosphere might land. I don't know. I doubt it. Oh. Idle Clouds is in play. Thank you for that that sub. Getting us back up to 60. We dropped a little bit. We dropped. How did this enter the battlefield? I'm so confused. Oh, we just need them to like slap me one and then just like try to do something. I top deck that land, boil them. All dead. What are you doing, opponent? By the way, they could probably kill us with these 2 creatures if they just start attacking us. Just saying. Engineered. That's awkward. Engineered blows up Trinosphere. Things are getting awkward here, ladies and gentlemen. Teferi. Tefei. Bounces Trinisphere. Gets Mishra's Bauble back with Emery. Attacks me. Attacks me so that they can sack this on my upkeep. Rude. Rude. Land drop. Gets to replay the hope. Is this a lock? Are we locked out of the game? No, we're not. Because we just get that land drop and in response boiled him. Pass turn. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. In response going to be hard, by the way. Static abilities. I want to counter. I want to counter. So now they combo kill us? I think they've got it now. Yeah? No? Maybe? Just depends, I suppose. They don't have a lot of mana. They don't have a lot of mana. They just do this a whole bunch. Alright. Dang. It's a bummer. There's a land. There's a land. Just needed to get ahead of them. Didn't this time. We did the last time, though. Alright. Well, a little bit of a losing record here with this league, but that's okay. It was a 5-0 list. We're going to go ahead and go one more match here and see what we can do to close this one out. Maybe get some of our play points back. Not going to get them all, though. Just going to get a few of them. Everyone seems to be playing that list. It seems like it's time to bring out Punisher Red. Maybe we do that for League number 2 tonight. We're against a very interesting person here. Alright, we'll keep this. Little Chromatic Star to lead us off. Suppression Field. Pass turn. Yes, please. Purple, please. Maybe, please. Punisher Red with all the Eidolons would just kind of wreck some of the stuff going on. Probably just run like boils in the sideboard too. We've seen a lot of blue decks. Alright, Matter Reshaper. What? Crack the earth. Crack the earth. Just crack the earth. Blow the earth. I get a redraw. It's always cool. Ooh, boom bust. Well, this is just gonna be fun. My opponent thinks they're gonna get a chance to play Magic. You know what? Let's Molten Rain first. Pass back. Ew, Tron. Ew, they're gonna die. So many lands. What if I get to boom bust them? Ooh, Tech Edge. That's a solid one. That's a solid one. Let's see here. Suppression Field's not that good. So just cash it in. Could cash in the Flagstone, but I'm going to try to do that with the Boom Bust next. Anyway. No. I'm glad I did it that way too. Whoops, not bust. Boom. Click, click. Go get a land, then we'll get the Storm Breath them. I want to search, please. Let's go get a Sacred Foundry. All right. No lands for you. We've killed 4 lands so far. Stop! Alright, we're going to immediately cash this in, see if I can hit another land destruction spell. We don't, but we're good for next turn. We're good for the Storm Breath Dragon. My opponent will finally get their second land into play. Dang it. If they have a second land. Oh, they do. They can play this Matter Reshaper now. Oh, Chalice on 1. Completely fine with me. Alright, we're going to slam Storm Breath here. It's very unlikely that they can do much about this. We'll just swing in here. If I top deck a land, I'm going to blow up all the lands. we'll just bash them with Storm Breath. Chalice on 1 protects Storm Breath from something like Double Bolt if they randomly had it. Alright, Walking Ballista on 1. Land drop, we're going to bust. No land drop. Alright. We play for another day. I could just boom them. Could I? Is that just rude? I wanna go bigger. Let's just play Rekindling Phoenix down and then plan to still bust the world here. Alright. We got it. Smacking Etron around. Ooh, Mana Tithe. Okay, so what is good and what is not good? Ghostly Prison's pretty good here. I think some bolts might not be a bad idea either. Otherwise, the rest of this doesn't make sense. This might be a matchup also for Gemstone to get ahead of our opponent. Boom Busts seem really good. Ghostlies seem good. Suppressions feel eh. Let's see here. Mana Tithe, honestly, it's like a possibility. I might split the difference with the Lightning Bolts here. But if I can keep them off of being able to pay for Ghostly Prison, that might be how we do it with some flyers over things like Thought Knot Seer and Reality Smasher. It's a possibility. Let's see here. Let's get these Ghostlies in for the suppressions. Let's start there. Let's bring in a land here for one of these. Cascading Cataracts. Oh, this is indestructible. That's why they have this in the deck. It's clever. Let's take it out for a basic mountain then. Just realize this is indestructible. It's good with Boom Bust. Took us the whole league to figure that out. Do I want these lightning bolts? I'm gonna take one mana tithe out for one lightning bolt and then put it back in and then hit submit. You know, the little switcheroo there. All right. Pillage, Molten, Pillage, Stone Rain, Keep. We're just going to keep it because I have the Ghostly Prison. If I can slam that pretty fast, we'll be in great shape. Expedition map from our opponent. All right, Tappy Land, go ahead. Boom Bust off of this Cascading Cataracts is pretty good, as we just figured out. Land drop for our opponent. Puts a Chalice on 1. That's totally fine with us. I totally played the wrong lands. You can punt me. Dang it. Click the wrong land. It's not as good of a play anymore. Oh well. Whatever. Whatever. We'll set them back one. We'll set them back one. It'll be okay. I blew up the temple land because another temple land's a problem. Matter Reshaper. We'd be looking great here too. We really punted this one away. Like hardcore punt. It's like through the roof punt. It's over the moon. It's gone. We're just bluffing? We didn't... What? We totally played the wrong land. We're gonna miss our land drop here now. We should have 3 lands and be blasting everything and then Ghostly Prisoning. Opponent would have no shot at this game. Oh, they have Tron now. Walking Ballista up to 2. Interesting. Alright. Oh, they're floating 1 mana. Alright, I'm going to concede this one. They're going to take the Ghostly Prison. We really screwed it up. We screwed it up, guys. We screwed it up. Alright. Run it back. Don't make stupid mistakes. Oh, we had that one so bad and we clicked the wrong land. I will never make that mistake again. Alright. Keep. I have another opportunity to do it correctly this time. Let's do it correctly this time. 1-4? No, Uncle DB. We're gonna grab this 2-3. Hey, look, the perfect hand not to screw up. And then we're gonna top deck a land. I'm gonna be like, oopsies. Temple. No follow-up. We're gonna go ahead and crack the earth here, because then I can cycle the chromatic star, basically. Maybe hit another land here. Mana Tithe is funny. Alright, indestructible land. Let's go. Urza's mine. So let's go ahead and cast the boom part. Indestructible land. And this. We can also do this off the flagstone. We can Mana Tithe something at some point here. I can Ghostly Prison. I can keep Molten Raining them. Mana Tithe their inevitable Chalice on 1. It might happen. Who knows? Let's Molten Rain. No lands for you. I wonder how many they got. Ah, true. True. We just naturally top decked it though, like a champion. Let's go ahead and cancel. Let's Stone Rain them. I play Etron. This is just gross. No lands for you. Stop playing the lands. Stop it. Just stop. Land. Thank you. Alright. Let's get going. Let's get some damage in now. We've blown up 5 lands. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, we've done enough. I play 8-rack and I'm very much a fan of ruining Tron players' nights. Oh, Once Upon a Time. It's because it's the first spell. It's the first spell. Turn 7, first spell. They can cast... Oh, we can't Mana Tithe it. No! They got us. They got us. Alright. This is awkward. I think I just play the land here and swing in and play a Ghostly Prison here. Because then I can make the monstrous if I top deck one more land here. And I don't know what they're going to be doing to me here with 3 lands. Maybe at most it's a Tron, but land drop here and we win. We don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, because it's 7. All right, so we win either way next turn with an attack. So I'm gonna go ahead and cycle the Sunbaked Canyon here. See if I can hit a like boom bust type of land here. Pillage. All right, so I can't cast the Pillage, unfortunately. And now we're getting a little bit punished for not turning this into one, but then I wouldn't have top decked the Sunbaked, so there's that. First spell on turn 7. My opponent needs to kill me here. Or kill this. Thought Noxus. Steals the Pillage. I fly over and smack them for 4, and we get it here. We can capture our 2-3. Ooh, not a bad outing here with the red and white lock deck here. Can't even dismember exactly. Ooh, got our some points back. Here's the list. Red white lock in modern by Ice9, a recent 5-0 in the leagues. I mean, as much as we kind of dirtled around, there's something to be said about just completely blasting their lands until you can top deck one of these nice, just... I'd even throw maybe one Planeswalker in or just another Kindling Phoenix and just, hey, okay, I'm going to blow lands up. Eventually I'll get to 4 mana and whoop, play this. So, for what it's worth, it does some interesting things. Interesting to play. I like it. It's definitely a different approach. I can definitely fall short if you play against something that ramps a ton. We'll just say that. Chandra Torch of Defiance would be a fun one to add. All right. Goblin Dark Dwellers is fun too. It is. It is. I think the nice thing here is got protection from white. Avoids path. It was insane. It was. So was Brain the Jar. All right. Needs Karn and Bridge. You got to play Ghostly Prison because your win condition is Storm Breaths and Phoenixes. But if you wanted to swap out Bridges instead, you could try to do some sort of Planeswalker package as well. Jaya would be kind of an interesting one to include here. And I don't know if Zale's around, but Jaya, Ballard are Planeswalker. The other Planeswalker that would be kind of interesting to play would be Chandra Acolyte and Chandra Torch of Defiance. So Chandra Acolyte would let you rebuy your Boom Bust, your Crack the Earths, your Stone Rains, and Molten Rains. Jaya allows you to kind of cast 2, although you're at 5 mana. But what's interesting with her is that you can do some draw discard, but you also can get an emblem, and you're only 3 turns away from getting that, to casting anything from your graveyard. It's kind of fun. Hazard wouldn't be bad either.